Dr. Lutzer, transgender issues seem to dominate the culture today, certainly the news media. And in some respects, people feel like they've sprung up out of nowhere after the Supreme Court decision on same-sex marriage, like falling, like a waterfall cascading down, these transgender issues have appeared. But they haven't really sprung out of nowhere, have they?
Transgenderism actually is a logical conclusion once you begin to have same-sex marriage, because transgenderism has as its agenda the total breakdown of sexuality, male and femaleness. So once you begin by saying that people can choose which one they want to be, whether male or female, or they can enter into any kind of a sexual relationship that they would like, the next step, which is a huge step, an absurd step, but nonetheless our culture is making it, is to say that you now determine what gender you are. You know, in my book, I refer to someone who said that a doctor should not tell the mother when the baby is born, you have a boy or you have a girl, because you are now putting them into a social construct that is going to dog them for the rest of their lives. Is this absurd? Of course it's absurd, but we're living in an era in which absurdity is no longer an argument against anything. And so we're being told in our society today that if you say that it's a mind problem, you're bigoted. But if you say that it's a body problem and you want to change your sex through multiple surgeries, somehow that becomes right. There are universities today that give you a pin that says you can now choose your pronoun. So you might be a man, but you can say, I need this pronoun. I am a her or a she. I quote someone who was giving birth to a child before they gave birth, absolutely insisting that she was a man. And finally, the nurse got it when the nurse sent an email saying, his cervix is doing well. In New York, you can be fined up to $250,000 if you continually violate someone's sexual preference. So that's where we are.
So what is the doctor supposed to say to the mother? Your carbon unit doesn't have a Y chromosome? Or what when they hand the baby to you? Here's my own assessment of the illogical thinking related to transgender culminates in the idea of gender fluidity. Fine, if someone wants to argue, I'm a man, even though my body is a woman, and I want to transition to what I should be, I think that's wrong, against the law of God, it's against wisdom, it's against human experience. And yet, what about the person that says, I want to be a woman tomorrow, next week I might want to be a man and switch, and you have to accommodate me and affirm me and accept me no matter what I decide. This is a projection, isn't it? This is a projection on this whole idea on the society around us that we have to accommodate what is fundamentally an intellectually challenged notion. Yes?
The idea that gender is fluid is, of course, really insanity. And you can imagine how people can think that they can go from one to the other and play these different roles. When all of the chromosomes in your body, if you were born a boy, they stay and you are a man. The same has to do with if you are born a girl. None of that changes. And yet society is saying, I can determine it. That's really taking the place of God, saying, I can determine who I am, and you have to accommodate yourself to who I am, or else you are going to be in trouble. And I want to say to this culture, with all of my heart, sometimes those of us who oppose same-sex marriage, for example, we are considered to be heartless, cruel, and intolerant. But it is better to speak the truth, even if we are thought of as harsh, than it is to whisper lies with caring, compassion, and an overwhelming sense of, quote, love. So the church must take a stand on these issues There is no way, no place to hide.
Dr. Lutzer, thank you. This is an important issue, and your book speaks to this very powerfully. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Frank. Great to be with you.